Hello, everyone, and welcome. My name is Kristen Hansen, and this is Goddess Imagine, a transformational yoga and modern metaphysical studio. Welcome back to the channel. Today's class will be focused on the throat chakra. A few weeks ago, I had kicked off a series about the chakras, talking a little bit about what they are, where they're located, the area of the body that they govern, and the role that they play in our ability to up-level and transform ourselves. I also created a separate playlist for that series, so if you come on this class or another, you want to go ahead and start back at the beginning, you can easily do so. The throat chakra is a dynamic shade of blue, and it sits in the center of our neck. This is what governs our ability to clearly articulate our message and creatively express ourselves. Last week, we talked about the heart chakra and how when we're doing transformational work and we're coming up from the lower chakras, which represents more of the fundamental aspects of humanity, and we're getting ready to ascend upwards into the upper chakras, which govern more of our spirituality, and how we can get hung up in this heart chakra region because so much of that trauma and drama can be so incredibly personal, making it difficult to let go and to move forward. However, once we do, we begin to open the door to the spiritual realm. This is when we can connect to our higher selves and our higher awareness. We connect to our higher power and our spiritual team, and we're able to draw down that energy into our throat chakra, allowing it to guide us in our communication and in our self-expression. And clearly articulate our message, be it verbal or nonverbal, external or internal communication. This includes our physical presentation or our body language, as well as the thoughts and the words that we say to each other, as well as to ourselves. The throat chakra governs our ability to confidently share our truth, our thoughts, and our opinions. It allows us to stand up for ourselves and confidently speak about the people, places, and things that we're passionate about. This initiates our active listening skills, allowing us to stand in our truth while we hold space for others to share theirs. We're able to hear and process other people's thoughts and opinions without judgment, interruption, or interjection. And all of these things are such a big problem in society today because the minute we post something on social media, there's 85 people posting on that telling us that we're wrong. The throat chakra ignites our inner creative magic, leading us to artistically express ourselves either through public speaking or writing, maybe singing or dancing, practicing your yoga, or maybe picking up a musical instrument. This is what also guides us in creatively communicating with our clients and our followers, leading us to create inspirational blog posts or YouTube videos or whatever it is that you use for your business. Physically, the throat chakra is associated with all the elements of the neck, including the thyroid, the parathyroid, and our vocal cords. Also, our upper and lower jaw, our teeth, our tongue, and our vocal cords. When we have a healthy, high-functioning throat chakra, we can confidently express ourselves and our opinions while we inspire others to share theirs. We speak with a level of authority and a clear and directive voice in a way that we're heard, understood, and acknowledged in a positive way. We're able to actively participate in conversations, allowing others to take turns to share their thoughts and opinions in a safe and non-judgmental way. We're able to walk into a room and stand tall, to make eye contact with people and to talk to others. We can easily break a smile and laugh from the heart. We're unbothered and we're unshaken. And our inner creative magic flows naturally in everything that we do. But when we have a block or obstructed throat chakra, we don't have a clear and direct voice. We may have a soft-spoken, shy, or lack of voice. We have serious issues privately or publicly expressing ourselves and our ideals. We may feel extremely uncomfortable sharing our truth, standing up for ourselves and the people, places, and things that we're passionate about. We can either feel like we're going to throw up or pass out. We struggle to tap into our innovative magic and creatively express ourselves. This can manifest as having writer's block or a fear of failure, or maybe becoming disillusioned altogether. And that can happen to me. When I was younger, if I had to public speak, I wasn't going to do it. I said, no, thank you, I'm out. Then I became a teacher. Spirit has a way of working things out. In extreme conditions, people can participate in dishonest communication through lying, gossiping, and having manipulative behavior. There may be negative self-talk or deprecative thoughts. Individuals can have a strong desire to dominate conversations or to hold court. They may talk excessively, interrupt others, or be excessively contradictory. Physically, we can develop an underactive or an overactive thyroid. Sometimes people get that scratchy, raspy voice, or what we see a lot of today is that vocal fry or that falsetto voice. I think that is a huge throat chakra blockage. There's a fear of being their natural selves, and it's almost like they're stepping into some kind of character. There may also be stuttering or stammering or feeling like the throat is going to close up, and that's what happens to me. The throat chakra can also, or blockages can contribute to having TMJ. We've heard the expression where we're biting our tongue or holding back on our opinions. All that holding back, we're pressing our jaw together and just holding back so much. Somewhere in there is a deep desire to express ourselves and to be heard. Today's class contains elements and flows that go deep within the mind, body, and spirit, that go deep within the throat chakra to begin busting up all that trauma and drama in this area, allowing you to clearly articulate your message and creatively express yourselves. Today's class will contain a seated savasana, but you're more than welcome to recline if you like. And if you have your blocks, go ahead and grab them, and I'll meet you on the mat when you're ready. To begin, we come to sit on the center of the mat, tucking our feet up underneath us in Sukhasana. Of course, if you would like to sit in lotus pose or fire log or maybe come up on your knees, you are more than welcome to. I just have difficulty doing that for long periods of time, but this is your practice and you're more than welcome to do whatever comfortable with you. Or we can come to sit in Sukhasana, tuck our feet underneath us. And we bring our hands behind our hips to bring ourselves into a tall seat. We stack the head over the heart, over the hips, drawing the shoulders back and down away from the ears. Hold the stomach in nice and tight and lift our chin parallel to the mat. As we begin to relax the upper body, relax the hips, the thighs, and our knees. We come down through our calves all the way down to our feet. And we take a moment to shift our awareness to the here and now, bringing ourselves out of our everyday life and bringing ourselves to our practice. And when we begin to feel this pose, we can release our hands, open our palms to the universe, and maybe close our eyes down. As we come into this time and space, this time and place, we open the door to the spiritual realm from the mundane world, and we park all of our worldly concerns at the door. Take all of our outward attention and turn it inwards towards ourselves. We open up the mind, body, and spirit to infinite possibilities. As we inhale, release the hands, bring them high overhead. Palms come together as we exhale, come to prayer, hands at our chest. We take a moment to connect to our higher power and spiritual team, and maybe set an intention for our class. When we're finished, we bow and say, so mote it be. Then we come to rise, open our eyes, place our hands on our knees, come back to our tall seat. We turn to look over our right shoulder as far as we comfortably can as we begin to wake up the spine. As we inhale, slightly lift the chin upwards as we begin to rotate our head to the left. From the left shoulder, we exhale, lift the chin, and come back to the right. From the right shoulder, we inhale, dip the chin to the chest, release the neck, release the shoulders down as we turn our head to the left shoulder. Then from the left shoulder, we exhale, dip the chin, relax the neck, relax the shoulders as we rotate back to the right. And from the right shoulder, we bring our eyes back to center for our head tilts. We will be doing shoulder back bound hands. If that's not in your wheelhouse, you're more than welcome to keep your hands on your knees and then tilt to the right and left when I call those cues, or you can bring the hands behind your back, interlace the fingers, pull the shoulder blades and hands down our spine. Widening the shoulders, we're widening the collarbone, elongating our neck. Then we bring our hands along our right hip, using the lower left forearm to help us sit up tall, and then tuck that right elbow into the side. From our tall seat, inhale through the nose, and then we exhale, tilt the right ear to the right shoulder. I want to draw that left shoulder down, big opening in the neck. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring ourselves back to center, extend the arms behind us, and then we tuck them over by our left hip. Use the lower right forearm to help us sit up tall and tuck the left elbow in. From our tall seat, we inhale through the nose, exhale, tilt the left ear to the left shoulder. Breathe in, breathe out. Bring our head back to center, release our hands behind us. As we untuck the right leg, untuck the left, and give them a little bit of a shake. Extend the right leg out to the side, and then we bring the inside of the left foot to the inside of the right thigh. We can keep a bend in the knees, but we flex our toes upwards. Return our hands back to our hips as we come into a tall seat. Draw the shoulders away from the ears. Then we inhale, lift our hands up high. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, we lift them all the way up, pull the biceps back. Exhale, lower the hands down. Left hand goes on the mat as we inhale. Right bicep to the right ear. Pull that right shoulder back, bring our eyes to the sky. Exhale, bring the right hand down. Inhale, lift our hands high. Exhale, lower them down. Right hand goes on the mat as we inhale. Left bicep to the left ear. Pull that left shoulder back. Bring our eyes to the sky. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Inhale, lift our hands up high. We clap. Exhale, open to the right. Pull the right shoulder back as we use our left hand to guide us into our twist and to help us sit up tall. We're wringing out the middle of the body, wringing out the neck when we twist, releasing that negativity out into the universe. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Lift our hands up to the sky as we inhale. Clap, exhale, we open to the left. Pull the left shoulder back. Use our right hand to guide us into our twist. Turning at our own comfort level. We breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, lift our hands up high overhead, and then turn our attention to our right leg. As we exhale, come forward from the hips, down knee to nose. We pause here for a moment to breathe, just giving the back of the leg a moment to open up. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Walk ourselves back up. Inhale, lift the hands up high, turn to the right. Exhale, knee to nose. Beautiful. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Beautiful. Walk ourselves up. Release the left leg. Give them both a shake. Extend this left leg out long. Then we bring the inside of the right foot to the inside of the left thigh. We can keep a bend in the knee, but extend the toes upwards. Bring our hands back around our hips. Draw the shoulders down. Then we inhale, lift our hands up. Exhale, lower them down. Inhale, lift them all the way up high. Pull the biceps back. Exhale, lower the hands down. Right hand goes on the mat as we inhale. Left bicep to the left ear. Pull the left shoulder back. Bring our eyes to the sky. Exhale, bring the left hand down. Inhale, lift our hands high. Exhale, lower them down. Left hand goes on the mat as we inhale. Right bicep to the right ear. Pull the right shoulder back. Bring our eyes to the sky. Exhale, bring the hand down. Awesome. Inhale, lift our hands up high. We clap. Exhale, open to a twist. Pulling our left shoulder back. Use our right hand to guide our twist. I know it's a little bit awkward in this pose, but it opens up the negativity in a different way. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, lift our hands up high. We clap. Exhale, twist to the right. Pull that right shoulder back. Use the left hand to guide us into our twist. Breathe in and breathe out. Awesome. Lift our hands up high. Then we turn our attention to our left leg. Exhale as we come down, knee to nose. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Walk ourselves back up. Inhale, lift our hands up high. We turn to the left. Exhale, knee to nose. Breathe in, breathe out. Walk ourselves back up for bound angle. We're going to keep this knee bent. Just bring the right foot over a little bit. As we bend the left knee and bring the soles of the feet together, maybe having to reach back and adjust the back side. We're working to bring the soles of the feet together, but pressing along the outer edges of the feet. We bring the heels as close as we can to the midline of the body. As we inhale, wrap our hands around the toes, draw the shoulders down. As we exhale, press the outer edges of the feet together, bring the eyes forward as we release the knees down towards the mat. Now, if this is a little bit of a pull, you can take a block and you can wedge them underneath the knees for support. If that is more comfortable for you, you're more than welcome to. And we bring our gaze forward, again, elongating that neck, finding space, maybe closing our eyes down for a moment as we let time and gravity do its work. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Release the hands, bring the knees together, maybe give them just a little bit of a shake. Then we tuck our feet up underneath us, turn to face the top of the mat. Once we're here, come up and over into tabletop position, making sure that everything's all tucked in, nothing's going to fly out during our practice here. Having such a difficult time with this top. Knees are underneath the hips, hands are underneath the shoulders. Roll the elbow eyes forward. Press into all four corners of the palms. Option to come up on the toes or the tops of the feet, your choice. Lower the stomach down to the ground. Lift the head and tailbone high. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale. Press into the palms and lift our spine all the way up to the sky. Coming up into a high cat pose for our cat cows. Inhale, we lower, dip down into cow. Exhale, lift high into cat. Inhale, lower the stomach, shine the throat forward. Exhale, shine the spine high. Inhale, lower the stomach, lift the head and tailbone. Exhale, lift the spine high. Beautiful. One more round. Inhale, lower the stomach, lift the eyes forward. Exhale, lift the spine high. Beautiful. Come back to a neutral spine. Bring the feet to flat tops. For our side arm raise as we inhale, reach underneath us, and then slowly rotate that right arm all the way up to the sky. Widening the shoulders, widening the collarbone, elongate our neck outward, beautiful grace, lifting our hands as high as we can. And then we exhale, float the fingertips all the way back down to the ground. Beautiful. Once back to the mat, we inhale, reach underneath with our right hand, and float our fingertips all the way up to the sky. Widen the shoulders, elongate our neck, finding elegance in our pose, lifting our hand as far as we can. Once we're here, then we exhale, breathe out. Maybe taking a moment to find a little bit more space. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then float our hand back down to the ground. Awesome. You're doing amazing. Stay with me. You got this. Take the left hand as we inhale, reach under, and then slowly rotate that left hand to the sky. Find your own flow, your own space, your own speed. Lifting that left hand all the way up, widening the chest, elongate your beautiful neck, and then exhale, float the fingertips all the way back down to the ground. Once we're back to the mat, reach under, inhale, float the hands all the way up to the sky, widening the shoulders, elongate the neck, finding our space. Once we're as far as we can go, then we exhale, breathe out. Take a moment here to pull back if there's just a little bit more. Take a deep breath in. You got this. Take a deep breath out. Awesome. Float our hands all the way back down to the ground. I know you got this. Bring our hands back to the mat as we inhale. Bring our knees to the edge of the mat. Soles of the feet come together. Exhale, send the hips back for wide-legged child's pose. Walk the hands out long as far as they can, and then roll the fingertips out, pressing each one to the mat. Relax the shoulders, relax the hips, and allow yourself to fall down towards the mat. And as we're here, we imagine any negativity, all the trauma and drama, whatever has been obstructing or impeding our throat chakra, we ask that it be lifted and released out into the universe to be recycled for our highest good. So mote it be. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Then we inhale, come to rise, bring the knees together, shift forward into upward facing dog. Pressing into the palms, roll the elbow eyes forward, draw the shoulders away from the ears, shine our beautiful neck forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, send the hips back, widen out the knees. Exhale, wide-legged child's pose. Walk the hands out long, roll the fingertips out, pressing each one into the mat. Relax the shoulders, relax the hips. Just allow yourself to let go. Whatever we've been holding on to, we just did so much work in the lower chakras. Now we're really stepping into your time to shine. I know that you have a powerful message. I know there's a powerful difference you're born to make, and you are here ready to make that happen. Whatever doesn't serve your highest good, honey, just let it go. Let it go. It doesn't serve you. Just let it go. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Then we inhale, come to rise, bring the knees together. Exhale, shift it forward, upward facing dog. Release the glutes, release the thighs, lift your body up nice and high. Shine our throat chakra forward, maybe turning the corners of our mouths upward just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit of a smile. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Send our hips back to tabletop pose. Now we're going to work towards the top of the mat for our modified balancing table. And we'll be introducing supported side plank. So we want to have a little bit of space here on the side. Hands stay underneath the shoulders, knees are underneath the hips. We inhale, send the right foot back. Exhale as we press out the toes. Inhale, raise the back leg up till it's parallel with the mat. And as we exhale, round the spine, bring the knee to nose. Then we inhale, straighten for 5. Exhale, we round. Inhale for 4. Exhale, we round. Inhale for 3. Exhale, we round. Inhale for 2. Exhale, we round. Inhale for 1. Exhale, we round. Beautiful. Bring our right knee back to the ground. Then we inhale, pivot on that right knee, bring the left toe over to align with that knee. As we exhale, press into that right hand and bring our left hand to our left hip in our supported side plank. If you feel a little bit wobbly, option to drop your foot down using the whole width of your foot, maybe even just bringing your hand here for a moment just to get your bearings. But then we want to work to bring that hand back to the hip and come back on our toe. We aligned our hand, our heel, and our toe. Then we inhale, lift our left hand all the way up to the sky. Exhale, pull that left shoulder to stack over the right. Elongate the neck, finding space between the chin and the chest, and then turn to look up towards that hand. Wringing out more negativity in the throat. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Inhale. Drop the left hand down. Come back to our tabletop pose. Turn the toes down. Send the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. You got this. Look at you. You're like a yoga rock star. You got this. Gently press the heels down towards the mat. Opening up the backs of our legs. And then we bring ourselves back down to a tabletop position. Hands underneath the shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Inhale, send the left foot back. Exhale as we press out the toes. Inhale, lift the back leg up till it's parallel with the mat. And as we exhale, round the spine, bring the knee to nose. Inhale, straighten for 5. Exhale, we round. Inhale for 4. Exhale, we round. Inhale for 3. Exhale, we round. Inhale for 2. Exhale, we round. Inhale for 1. Exhale, we round. Awesome. Send the left knee back to the mat. Inhale, pivot on the left knee, bring the right toe over. Exhale, press into that left hand as you bring the right hand to your right hip. Maybe coming down to the flat foot, getting your balance, which is totally fine. Then we inhale, release that right hand up to the sky. Exhale, draw that right shoulder over the left. Widening the shoulders, widening the collarbones, lifting the chin up and away from the chest, elongating that beautiful neck. Turn your eyes to look up to the sky. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, drop our right hand back to the mat. We come back to tabletop. Turn the toes down as we exhale, downward facing dog. Well done, everyone. Well done. Press our heels into the mat. Open up the backs of our legs. Then we bring ourselves to a place of stillness for a moment. Release the head down, bringing the crown down towards the mat, releasing all of that cervical vertebrae. Just letting the natural weight of our noggin just draw that spine down. Maybe we turn our head to the right. Maybe we turn to the left. And just let it hang, opening up space in our cervical vertebrae, letting that cerebral spinal fluid maybe flow just a little smoother. Then we bring ourselves back to a place of silence for a breath. Take a half a step forward, bend the knees, bring our eyes towards the mat, and maybe taking just a little bit of a hop, seeing if there's any lift in those little feet, and then we casually walk ourselves towards the top of the mat. One day we will jump there. One day we're just trying little bits. Then inhale, root to rise, bring the hands up high. Exhale, mountain pose. Beautiful, you guys. You're doing amazing. Coming into 2 rounds of sun salutations. Option to use our blocks for forward fold and halfway lift to help bridge that gap, or we can bend the knees, taking as much space as we need. We come to stand in mountain pose, feet underneath the hips in our tall stand, head over the heart, over the hips. Hold the stomach in tight, lift the chin. Palms are open to the universe as we take a moment. And then maybe connecting with our throat chakra and observing ourselves, maybe from an upper level, and seeing the way that we engage and interact in the world. And maybe giving ourselves some loving kindness, maybe some love and light, some empathy and some compassion, realizing that each and every one of us is truly doing the best that we can. Sometimes we just don't come across in all the ways we wish. And maybe just love ourselves for a moment. Then we're ready. We open up our eyes as we inhale. Bend the knees, bring the hands up high overhead. Exhale, sink into chair. Inhale, swing the arms up and back. Exhale, wide arm forward, fold to the ground. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look down, step back with our right foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank, option to drop to the knees. Exhale, chaturanga to the mat. Inhale, roll up to cobra. Exhale, back to the ground. Press up into plank as we breathe in. Downward facing dog as we breathe out. Walk to the top of the mat, or we inhale, step up with the right foot. Exhale, bring up the left. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, bring the hands up high. Exhale, sink into chair. Inhale, swing the arms up and back. Exhale, wide arm forward, fold to the ground. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look down, step back with our left foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank, option to drop to the knees. Exhale, chaturanga to the ground. Inhale, roll up to cobra. Exhale, back to the mat. Press into plank as we breathe in. Downward facing dog as we breathe out. Inhale, step up with our left foot. Exhale, bring up the right. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, bring the hands up high. Exhale, sink into chair. Inhale, swing the arms up and back. Exhale, wide arm forward, fold to the ground. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look down, step back with the right foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, shift forward to plank and we pause. Option to come to the knees or shift up on our toes and try to chaturanga all the way down to the ground. Inhale, press into cobra. Exhale, back to the mat. Press up into plank as we breathe in. Downward facing dog as we breathe out. You got this. Inhale, step up with our right foot. Exhale, bring up the left. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, bring the hands up high. Last round. Exhale, sink into chair. Inhale, swing the arms up and back. Exhale, wide arm forward fold. Inhale, come to halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, look down, step back with our left foot. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, we roll forward to plank. Exhale, let's chaturanga down like a boss. Inhale, we lift up to cobra. Exhale, lay it down. Press up into plank as we breathe in. Downward facing dog as we breathe out. Inhale, step up with our left foot. Exhale, bring up the right. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, root to rise, bring the hands up high. Exhale, wide arm forward fold, back to the ground. Beautiful. Step back with the right foot, step back with the left, downward facing dog. We pause here to breathe. Option to come down to child's pose or balancing table, your choice. Taking just a moment to reconnect with ourselves, reconnect with our breath. And then we begin. Inhale, step up with our right foot behind us up to the top of the mat. Exhale, drop the back knee down. Bring our hands on top of our right knee, drawing the shoulders down away from the ears and gently sending the pelvis forward, opening up that hip flexor on the left. This is also really good for our pelvic floor. Then we inhale, glide the body back, shift forward, scooping the hands all the way up as we come into a mini back bend. Exhale as we open to the goddess. Inhale, rotate those mighty arms all the way up. Exhale, pull the biceps back. Lift the eyes, lift the chest, elongate our neck, drop the shoulders as we come into true crescent pose. We want to connect to the goddess energy of the moon and draw that energy into our own goddess element. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, send the hands forward, we clap. Exhale, we peel to the right for a twist. Draw the shoulders down and back. Lift the chin, lift the eyes. Breathe in, breathe out. Inhale, rotate the left hand behind us to the back of the left thigh. Exhale as we swing the right hand up into half camel. Pull the bicep back as we sink the pelvis, bringing the eyes to the sky, aligning our neck, shining that beautiful neck forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, lift the left hand up to meet the right. Exhale, float the fingertips all the way back down to the ground. Once we're here, inhale, walk back to a half split, lift the toes upwards. Exhale, we walk to low lunge, lift the eyes forward. Inhale, come back to a half split, lift the toes upwards. Exhale, we walk to low lunge, lift the eyes forward. As we inhale, place our left hand on the mat. Exhale as we rotate our right hand up high. Press into the whole sole of the foot as we twist deep in the waist, stacking that right shoulder over the left, finding space between the shoulders, elongating our neck, shining our throat chakra forward, and then turn to look up towards your hand. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the right hand down. Exhale, send the hips up and back, downward facing dog. Beautiful. All right, now let's do the left. Inhale, lift the left leg all the way up to the top of the mat. Exhale, drop the right knee down. Place our hands on top of our knees, bring ourselves to an upright position, and then gently shift the pelvis forward. Working to open up the hip flexor on the right just for a moment. Just for a moment. Then we glide back, release the hands as we inhale. Scoop the hands all the way up to the sky to a mini back bend. Exhale as we open to the goddess. Inhale, rotate our arms all the way up high. Exhale, pull the biceps back. Lift the chest, lift the eyes, drop the shoulders down. Drawing down all that positive goddess energy right into our goddess element. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Send the hands forward as we inhale. Clap. Exhale. We open to a twist on the left. Pull the left shoulder back and the right shoulder forward. Elongating our neck, shining our beautiful throat chakra forward. Breathe in. Breathe out. Inhale, rotate the right hand back to rest on the back of the right leg. Exhale, swoop the left hand up into half camel. Pull the bicep back, bringing the eyes and the chest forward. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, bring the right hand up to meet the left. Exhale, float the fingertips all the way down to the ground. Once we're here, inhale, walk back to a half split, lift the toes upwards. Exhale, walk to low lunge, bring the eyes forward. Inhale, walk back to half split, lift the toes upwards. Exhale, we come to low lunge, lift the eyes forward. As we inhale, place the right hand on the mat. Exhale, rotate the left hand up high. Pull back that left shoulder to stack it over the right as we press into the whole sole of the foot. Finding width between the shoulders, opening up the collarbone, extend and elongate our neck, and then turn to look up towards our hands. Breathe in, breathe out. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the left hand down. Exhale, kick it up and back, downward facing dog. Well done, guys. Beautiful. Then we inhale, come forward for our vinyasa, for our push-up. Upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful. Coming into our warrior one. Inhale, step up with the right foot to the top of the mat. 45-degree the back foot. And as we exhale, lift the hands up high overhead. Square the shoulders and the hips to the top of the mat. Take a moment to connect to your warrior one. Make sure the knee doesn't hyperextend the ankle. Pulling the biceps back as we slowly and gently lift the eyes up to the sky. Draw the shoulders down, elongate the neck, tapping into our inner warrior element, bringing all of that energy into our practice. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Coming into pyramid pose, option to keep our hands on our hips if that's in your wheelhouse, or bring the hands behind you, interlace the fingers, pull the shoulder blades and hands down your spine. As you inhale, straighten the front leg, lift our eyes to the sky. Exhale, we come down into pyramid pose. Option to come halfway or as far down as you choose to go. Extend the arms up behind you if you're in this pose. Press the thumbs together and maybe find a place on the floor to lock your vision down. Squeeze the thighs together. Hold the stomach tight. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Then we inhale, come to rise, release the left hand, parallel the back foot to the back of the mat as we open into warrior two. Draw the shoulders down, maybe give them a little bit of a roll. Look down at your feet. Either our heels are aligned like this, or I like to T-bone mine. It gives me a little bit more of a balance. Widen the shoulders back. Elongate our neck, shine our beautiful chakra forward. And then we turn to look over our right hand. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Inhale, flip the palm, come back to reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, come back to reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Maybe nudge that right thigh just a little bit as we pull that left shoulder back to stack over the right. Again, finding within the upper chest, bring the eyes outward, lifting the chin from the chest, and then we turn to direct our vision upwards. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Awesome. Inhale, we drop the left hand, ease back with the right, right back into reverse warrior. Then exhale, rotate our hands down to the ground, back to low lunge. As we inhale, left hand goes on the mat. Exhale, rotate the right hand up to the sky, revolved high lunge. Pull the right shoulder back over the left as you step into that whole sole of your foot. Elongate our neck out and then turn to look up towards our hand. I know it's a big twist. You got this. You got this. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Awesome. Drop the right hand down to the ground as we inhale. Downward facing dog as you inhale. You got it. You just crossed into rock star status. All right, here we go on the left. Inhale. Step up with our left foot to the top of the mat. 45 the back foot. And then exhale, bring ourselves all the way up into warrior one. Square the shoulders and the hips to the top of the mat. Relax the shoulders down. Let yourself come into this pose. Draw the shoulders down away from the ears as you slowly lift the eyes up to the sky. As far as you comfortably can, tap into that inner warrior. Pull that strength. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Bring your hands either to your hips or behind you. Interlace the fingers, pull the shoulder blades down. As we inhale, straighten the front leg, bring our eyes to the sky. Exhale, pyramid pose. Squeeze the thighs together. Extend the arms out long. Lock down on a spot on the ground to get your bearings. Stay with me. If you fall out, get right back up again. You can do this. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Awesome. As we inhale, release that right hand, rotate it back. Exhale as we come right into warrior two. Take the arms out long, drop the shoulders. Again, we're elongating that neck, finding space between the shoulders, widening that collarbone. Shining our beautiful throat chakra forward, tapping into all that energy. Then we turn to look over our left hand. You got this. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Flip the palm as we inhale, come back to reverse warrior. Exhale, warrior two. Inhale, come back to reverse warrior. Exhale, extended side angle. Maybe nudge that thigh open just a little bit. Pull that right shoulder back to stack it on the left. Extend the neck out, lift the eyes outwards, and then turn to look up towards your hand. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Inhale. Drop the right hand. Come back with the left hand into reverse warrior. Then exhale, rotate the hands down to the ground for our low lunge. As we inhale, place our right hand on the mat. Exhale, rotate the left hand up to the sky. Revolved high lunge. Pull the left shoulder over the right. Press into the whole sole of your foot. Elongate our neck, lift the eyes outwards, and then turn to look up towards your hands. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Beautiful. Inhale, drop the left hand down. Exhale, kick it back, downward facing dog. You got this. I am so proud of you. We lower down to our knees, send the hips back. Let's take a breath in child's pose. Well done. Well done, everyone. You did an amazing job. Lots of twists. Lots of twists. It's good. That's what helps to wring out all that negativity. Let's take a deep breath together. And exhale. Well done, my children. Well done. All right, let's walk ourselves back up for a moment as we come into lion's breath. Now, this is a pose that I like to do anything with the throat chakra or anything that we're working to release negativity from this area. There's many different variations to do this pose. We will do this one on our knees, but you can also do it in tabletop to get that lift, or you can try it in Sukhasana. Let me show you what it looks like, and then I can explain it a little bit better. So we come to kneel, and we widen our knees to the edge of the mat, bringing our toes together, our big toes. Then we place our hands on the mat, draw the shoulders down away from the ears, and lift the eyes forward. We take a moment to focus on this throat chakra. We take a deep breath in through the nose, and then we exhale forcibly. We lift the eyes upward and stick the tongue out and down. The yogis believe there's a big emphasis of widening the space, finding space in here to get out that negativity, right? There may be even still some loose negativity from the other chakras, and we want to forcibly expel it. So, like I said, if you're like me and sometimes your knees hurt too much, you can get in tabletop, or you can even try it in Sukhasana. Whatever works best for you, but let's try it together. Widen the knees to the edge of the mat. The big toes of the feet come together. Hands are on the mat. Try to get them underneath our shoulders. Pressing into our hands as we lift our eyes forward, draw the shoulders down, away from the ears. Take a moment to concentrate, focus on our throat chakra. If there's something there that you want to release, something that's bothering you, something that's, has been blocking your progress, maybe imagine that being wrapped up in a beautiful bow, and we're going to chuck it out into the universe. All right, here we go. Let's just take a moment to focus. Hold the stomach in tight. Breathe in through the nose. Beautiful. Some people yell or scream. You're welcome to do that if you like. I don't. I just use the breath because I don't want to scare people where I'm living. But again, you're welcome to do as you feel. So here we go. Let's do it one more time. Press into the palms, raise up the head, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Putting our attention onto our throat chakra. Setting our imagination to what we'd like to release. Breathe in through our nose. Beautiful. Well done. Well done. Let's bring the knees together, send the hips back, and let's just settle into child's pose just for a moment, just to take that all in. I am so proud of you. And you can do that anytime you feel the need to get something out of your system. Let's take a deep breath together and exhale. Let's walk ourselves back up. Come to sit on our backside and extend our legs out in front of us for our seated staff pose. Coming into our cool down, wrapping up our session today. We can keep a bend in the knees if you choose. Point our toes up to the sky. Hands come back around our hips as we draw the shoulders down. Elongate our neck, finding that space. And once we're here, inhale, lift the hands up high. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Pure grace and elegance. We can just breathe our normal breath here, maybe gently rocking from side to side, giving yourself some loving kindness, some love and support for all your hard work. Breathe in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Walk ourselves back up. Inhale, lift our hands up high. Exhale, forward fold. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Walk ourselves back to an upright position for our reversed tabletop. If you haven't done this before, I'll do it first, and then we can do it together. I'm going to scooch down just a little bit here, but we bring the feet flat on the mat. In the middle of the heel, you want to come out to about the outer edge of your hips. Hands come behind you. Option to have the fingertips facing towards you or away. I like to keep mine towards me for right now. And you may have to play around with this position to find the best for you. Draw the shoulders down, bring the eyes forward. Take a moment to set your pose. Take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, press into the hands and feet. Lift the mid-body all the way up to the sky. Press the hips up as far as you can. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then lower ourselves back to the ground. I got to bring my feet a little bit in. It's like that sometimes. So let's try it together. Feet come to flat. Now, if this isn't in your wheelhouse, if this isn't something that you're comfortable with right now, you can go back to child's pose, downward facing dog, or another pose that you feel most comfortable in. Draw the shoulders down, set the pose, shine our neck forward. Inhale, big breath. Exhale, press into the hands and feet, lift those hips up to the sky. Extend our neck out long, look up, take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. And then lower ourselves back down to the ground. Beautiful. We'll do it one more time. Press into our hands and feet, hold the stomach in tight. Take a big breath in. And then exhale, lift the mid-body all the way up high. Really press into those feet. Try to bring the hips up. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Lower ourselves back to the ground. Beautiful. Send the legs out long and maybe just do a little forward fold just to reset the hands and the legs. Or our arms and our legs, I'm sorry. We come to rise. Bring the right heel to the inside of the body, and then we rotate the right arm behind us. As we inhale, extend the left arm out, and we turn with our arm all the way around. Wrap the left arm around the right knee, hugging it close to our body. And as we exhale, we turn to look over our shoulder. One easy flow. Relax our legs, relax your arms. Let the shoulders fall. Deep double twist again. And we're just wringing out all of the things that don't serve our highest good. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Release that left arm, release the right leg, give them a little bit of a shake. Then we come to rise, take the left heel, bring it to the midline of the body. Rotate the left arm behind you. As we inhale, take the right arm out and we begin to wrap it around the left leg, holding it close. And as we exhale, turn to look over our shoulder. Relax the legs, relax the hands, draw the shoulders away from the ears. Send our right toes up to the sky. Let's take a moment in this pose. All the hard work you've done today, I'm so proud of you. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Release the right arm, release the left leg, give them both a little bit of a shake. Then we turn to sit at the side of the mat for our Savasana. In Sukhasana, or if you prefer to do reclined Savasana, again, you are more than welcome. If you want to grab your bolster for underneath your knees or a blanket for underneath your head, please go ahead, and then you can come back when you're ready. Meanwhile, we come to sit. Place our hands behind our hips, draw our shoulders down, coming back to our tall seat for the final element of our pose. Stacking our head over our heart, over our hips. Holding the stomach in nice and tight. And then releasing our palms out to the universe as we close our eyes down. And as we sit here today in Savasana, thinking about the throat chakra, I invite you to think about, where in that realm do you feel that you need to make the biggest adjustments? Where do you feel that you've been definitely impacted, that maybe something was said to you, maybe there's something you've been holding back on. How has that been affecting your life? And going forward, what types of changes would you like to make within the throat chakra realm? And as we sit here together, let's just contemplate those gentle changes together. And then we bring ourselves back to the here and now. Of course, if you wish to stay in Savasana longer, you are more than welcome to. Otherwise, we bring ourselves back to the here and now, bringing back with us any inspiration we may have heard, any imagery, any thoughts or ideas that we may have to positively influence us in our journey regarding the throat chakra. Then I invite you to bring that back with us. Bring our hands to our chest in prayer as we bow and say namaste, that the yogi in me honors and recognizes the yogi in you. And we come to rise, open up our eyes, and wrap up our practice for today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you found something beneficial in here. If you could please like the video and subscribe to the channel. I really am just getting started, and I truly appreciate everyone who's watched this video and connected with me. I truly appreciate your time and energy. Have a wonderful day today. I'll see you all in the next yoga video when we begin to explore the third eye. Brightest blessings, everyone. Have a great day. I'll see you next time. Thank you.